Marfoogle News live in 3, 2. All right, what is going on, guys? It is Adam A.K. Marf, and this is Marfoogle News. We're going to go into the most important stuff right here. Of course, the President Trump is actually floating ending the war right after a call with Putin. What is actually happening here? Again, a lot of folks don't know. They're like, oh, okay, so yesterday they say this is probably going to be a longer war. It's not going to be over right away. Now he's floating, wrapping it up, as he said. And again, this is something that immediately rebounded the market. Is this market manipulation? Again, what do you guys think? Again, Donald Trump has suggested his war with Iran could soon come to an end just hours after completing a mysterious phone call with Vladimir Putin. Trump told reporters U.S. forces are very far ahead of schedule, claiming Iran's military has effectively been destroyed. I think that the war is very complete. Pretty much, the president told CBS. They have no Navy, no communications. They've got no Air Force. Wrapping up all in my mind. Again, this to me, this screams that it's either, to have the market have a temporary bounce, and it did. It bounced right after you say something like this, automatically the market shoots right back up. And this is after a whole week of just absolute downs. We've had the stock market lose tons of money, the futures lose tons of money, and then of course oil jumped up to, what was it? It went up 25% in like one day. So yeah, not good for any of us, especially any of us with families to feed, and of course, you have to travel. So with this being said, it's getting nuts, and we're going to talk about everything that's happening. This is going to make people feel good and go, oh, cool. Even if Iran's over after a call with Putin, that says to me that it's on to the next stage. And the next stage is something far more nefarious. All right, you guys, before we move on to the next story, I do want to remind you guys we're completely independent. If you guys want to support yourself and protect yourself against EMP strikes, which we'll be talking about again later on as well, go over and check out marfooglenews.com/EMP. It's a device that can easily be wired into your vehicle in less than 10 minutes. It's 3 wires, red to red on your battery, green to ground, and of course, black to black on your battery. It's super, super easy. marfooglenews.com/EMP. Make sure you use the code MARF. You'll get $50 off per device. So if you want to outfit your cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, generators, if you want to keep them running, definitely a good idea. And anything else that they have, again, that will get you $50 off per device, and it stacks on top of their sales. All right, let's bring in my co-host/internet brother, Dex James. What is going on, and how are you doing today?
Well, hello, Adam, and hello, Foogle fam. I'm doing just fine.
So let's talk about, of course, Iran.
Well, yeah, of course. So Iran maybe, as they're saying, activating their sleeper cells outside the country, the alert has said. So they're suggesting they could exist outside the U.S., according to the news contributors and senior CIA field operatives that we're talking about it. The U.S. has intercepted encrypted communications believed to have originated in Iran that may serve as an operational trigger or sleeper assets outside the country, according to federal government alert sent to law enforcement agencies. The alert was reviewed by the news and cited preliminary signals analysis of the transmission, likely of an Iranian origin, that was relayed across multiple countries shortly after the Ayatollah was taken out, the first one. So when that went out, the intercepted transmission was encoded. It appeared to be destined for clandestine recipients who possessed the encryption key, the kind of message intended to impart instructions to covert operatives or sleeper assets without the use of internet or cellular networks. It's possible the transmission could be intended to activate or provide instructions to pre-position assets, sleeper assets are operating outside the originating country, the alert said. While the exact contents of the transmission cannot be currently determined, the sudden appearance of a new station with international rebroadcast characteristics warrants a heightened situational awareness. What do you think about that?
So obviously we've been talking about sleepers for years now, and over the last 4 years you had a ton of people come into our country. Obviously there's tons of people that just wanted to make money in America, and have a better dream life, right? But then there was the ununiformed soldiers. Our president has talked about it. It's so weird that everybody hints to what is actually going on. Meanwhile, the headlines tell you something else. Something far, far bigger is happening than even the huge headlines right now are saying, which is this is a world war right now. This is world war. People are so afraid of that word because, or those words, because they think of it as the end of the world. But this is what's happening right now. As far as this message, this also has something spray painted onto it as well, which could be a Fantastic Freddy. Other folks that don't exactly trust what's going on right now, they fear that something could happen. Our power could go down, the entire nationwide over 4 or 5 days in something just like in the movie Leave the World Behind. It's scary how Leave the World Behind is becoming eerily accurate to what could happen, especially with the recent news about the microwave weapons and the weird sonic weapons that they just said that they even purchased off of Russia. So yeah, this is obviously something that, perfect setup if this was something that was planned, that, we could have events around the country like Sarah Adams has been saying, or you have one big event, or you have an attack on our grid. This is why we've been warning people. This is why we suggest having EMP on your stuff. We're going to talk about their new weapon, or their new supposed weapon, in just a bit as well. And then suspect in New York City terror probe planned attack bigger than the Boston Marathon. So obviously many people remember the Boston Marathon. They made movies with what is his Marky Mark in it. Again, it was a massive event. In fact, I know 2 people that ended up having injuries that used to watch the show, and they were right in the danger zone. Former FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force NYPD Officer Smith analyzed the IED investigation near New York City. A suspect in New York terror protest attack near Gracie Mansion, the residence of Mayor Zohan Mamdani, allegedly planned an assault that was bigger than Boston. Again, Amir Balat allegedly made the statement after his arrest. Prosecutors say that he told investigators he and a co-defendant, Ibrahim Kuyomi, wanted to stage an attack exceeding the 2013 event that took the lives of 3 people and injured more than 500 others. A complaint alleges that on Saturday, Balat and Kuyomi attempted to detonate 2 apparent explosive devices during the Stop Islamic takeover of New York City. So all the protesters that were out there against Mamdani, they were going to try to basically take them out. Obviously, that would have escalated things a whole lot, but is this just the beginning of more? Are we going to have a new, cycle just like from 2003 to 2011 where it was constantly a weekly event to the point where we were desensitized to it? I sure hope not. Otherwise, there's a bigger picture here, and that is a bigger war is coming. And we're going to talk about that over on Marfoogle TV. Make sure to join us over there. Again, they have now, they've tried to attack in this event, whether it is absolutely true or there's something nefarious behind it. It's not good news. Again, follow us over on Marfoogle TV. If you're in the chat, just stay there. You'll be ported over. If you are watching, of course, the replay, make sure to click down below. Go to the website. You have a full bibliography of all of our sources for every single article, tweet, video, picture, document. We'll see you over on Marfoogle TV. Be safe, be prepared, and Marv out.
And you're overwhelmed, your whole world upside down. Let's talk about the man with the crown. Right now, he's looking down.